YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Big Beard B, and we are back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Today we're talking about fragrance, but more specifically we're talking about the best men's fragrances to boost and build confidence. If you've been tuned into this channel for a while, then you often heard me say that we'll improve your confidence via compliments using the wonderful world of fragrance. Now that stated, I often find that the power of scent and fragrances are misunderstood, but when worn in the right occasion and at the right time, it can completely change your image to others. So today we're going to clear all of that up and dive directly into it. I'm going to give you 5 of the best men's fragrances to boost and build your confidence, because that's why we are here anyway. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get down to Big Beard Business. Think about it, whenever you're getting ready for a date, going on a business adventure, or just wanted to feel good, then you often would reach for your favorite fragrances. If not, that's what I do, and if you aren't doing that, then I recommend you do. Intrinsically, scent is related back to memories. It impacts the limbic system of your brain, which ties back to memories. You see the correlation there? So be sure that you are utilizing fragrances in your day-to-day when you feel down as a quicker picker upper. All right, you know what I mean here. So the first fragrance I want to mention today comes from the house of Parfums Privé, and this fragrance is none other than that of Oud for Happiness. Now the name says it all. It's oud, and it's said to make you happy. And how can you not feel confident when you are happy? Now Oud for Happiness is part of their Black Gold project, which also features that of Oud for Greatness, which is also a magnificent scent. Oud for Happiness is said to be a fragrance that invokes this addictive means of self-confidence, right? And if you are wearing this fragrance, as it mentions, you should feel more confident, which is why it's one of the 5 fragrances we're talking about today to help you boost and maintain your confidence, because this thing just smells amazing. My son comes to grab this fragrance a little bit more than me, and when he wears this thing, I'm just like, oh man, he smells great. Now, unlike a lot of oud fragrances, this one does open up with a bright component that is uplifting, it's vibrant and invigorating, and it's one that you should not sleep on. Oud for Greatness features bergamot, it features ginger, obviously it has oud in here, and again, this is more of your tamed oud here, but it also features the note of vanilla. And with vanilla here, it is a scent that is scientifically proven to evoke sensuality, right? So if you are feeling sensual, you're feeling good about yourself, it's almost near impossible to not feel confident. So make sure that you're trying this fragrance, Oud for Happiness, from the house of Parfums Privé. Now the next fragrance on our list comes from the house of Chanel, and this fragrance doesn't get talked about as much as it likely should. It's one of the more difficult fragrances to find from the house of Chanel if you are going into your average big box retailer. The fragrance is none other than that of Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Now Edition Blanche was that fragrance that was said to be created for that artful man, the one that is modern, sensual, sophisticated, and can exude confidence. This fragrance is also alluring. Now, as you know, if you are into fragrances and kind of what the Chanel Allure line does, it has this alluring appeal to it, and this one is really no different. But as I mentioned, this fragrance does have this avant-garde play to it. Now, it does have some of those warmer components of the original Chanel Allure Homme, but you also get this cold or brighter feel to it as it comes down to those bright, popping notes with this fragrance. Now, the scent in itself is this woody, ambery feel that takes a different twist with it, with the amount of citrus that you get within this scent. This is a fragrance that I am truly enamored with, so to speak, because it just works in so many different ways. And again, if you're looking for a fragrance to make you feel confident, to boost that confidence, this is one of those that will do that. It's head up, chest out when you're wearing this fragrance, because you know you smell like a man. Now, what I'll tell you about this fragrance as well is that they said this fragrance is for those who want to make a bold statement. If you're not feeling confident, it's pretty hard to make a bold statement. So be sure to try this fragrance out, get your nose on it, because it's one of those fragrances that I recommend, and I gave this one a 10 out of 10 in its official review. So make sure you give this one a try, Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche. Now look, I know what you're thinking. Before we get to these other fragrances, as we embark upon the midway point of today's list, like, yo, B, it's not all about the fragrance, and you are correct. We can't always search for confidence from external things like fragrances, watches, cars, etc. It has to come from within, and part of that has to do with the way you look. And because of that, shout out to today's video sponsors, the good people over at Keeps.com. Now, if you're not familiar with Keeps.com, they are a subscription service dedicated to helping men keep their hair. Now, your hair, or lack thereof, as a man, is one of those things that can either boost your confidence or make it go down the drain, and Keeps understands that. So they are here to make things easy as possible for you to feel and look your best. Now, the first thing I want to mention about Keeps.com is the ease of use. They combat symptoms of hair loss through clinically proven treatments, and everything is shipped directly to your door. And on top of that, their treatments are affordable because hair care can get quite expensive, and it's typically half the cost of pharmacy pricing. And have no fear, they understand that not everyone's case is the same, so therefore they take that extra layered approach by making sure that everything is custom and tailored directly to you, recommended by a doctor. Listen, as always, I have to be honest. This is not a pill that you take today and wake up tomorrow and have a head full of hair like chia. No, why? Because, well, it doesn't exist. On average, most customers are going to take about 6 months to notice results, but within that 6 months, if you have any hiccups, they also have 24/7 expert support to help you along the way, so you're feeling cared for to help you boost that confidence because, well, they're looking out for you. So listen, I heard those callings. New year, new you. Take the first steps to building and rebuilding your confidence. Keeps.com has everything you need to be sure that you have confidence in them. One, they are knowledgeable and they understand your plight. Again, 2 out of every 3 men lose their hair by the age of 35. And based on the statistics of this channel, most of you fall within that age range. And again, as we mentioned, you're going to get that clinically backed treatment, which is going to reduce hair loss and begin to promote that healthy hair growth. The second thing you want to remember is this: everything is shipped directly to your door and coming in at about half the cost as a traditional pharmacy. Now, if you're anything like me, then I know that going through a checkout line at your local grocery store, local pharmacy for hair regrowth product doesn't exactly build your confidence. Something you might want to hide. As I mentioned, everything is shipped directly to your door, so you can feel confident when you're out and about doing your normal checkout process, knowing that you have that Keeps on your head, helping keep that hair there and begin the hair growth process. And the final thing I want you to remember about Keeps.com is that you get that 24/7 expert care. I know it seems pretty simple that you have just a outlined hair care routine, but you might have questions to make sure that you are doing things right. And they have an expert team of medical physicians and advisors ready to help you out with 24/7 around-the-clock support. So again, you're building that confidence in the company, and they're your partners for sure. Now, with every treatment plan, you're going to get 1 year of unlimited messaging, so you can ask as much or as little as you like to make sure that you have all the details needed to proceed with your hair care routine. Listen, confidence starts here and hair loss stops with Keeps. To get a special offer on Keeps treatments, go to keeps.com/BBB or click the link down below. That is KEEPS.com/BBB. So now that we got our confidence going up on a Tuesday, this next fragrance is a solid one to help you do that as well. And this one comes from the house of Creed, which is a confidence builder in itself. And this one is Creed's Silver Mountain Water. As I've mentioned since the start of this channel, this is one of my most complimented fragrances within my collection from the house of Creed. I've named this one Mr. Steal Your Wife because the compliments, my friend, roll in. This fragrance is fresh, it's inviting, and it is super unique. This is a fragrance that you wear when you want to make a statement, and to make a statement, you have to feel confident in yourself. So be sure that you are trying this fragrance on. This fragrance is different because it has this inky type of feel to it, and this fragrance just does wonders about it, all right? There's not too many fragrances that, aside from clones, that have this same type of feel. Also, fragrances that has the same type of prestige as you would get with the House of Creed is what you would get here. This fragrance is milky, it's sweet. You have black currant, you have tea here, green tea to be specific. You really can't go wrong wearing this fragrance, in my opinion, as a confidence builder. Creed's Silver Mountain Water. Now we are finished with our midway point on this list, and we're going to head into the final two fragrances that will just make things go extremely well for you. If you're feeling lucky in life, right, you're feeling confident, you're feeling lucky, then this next fragrance is one that you should try from the house of Paco Rabanne, and this one is Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Lucky. Now 1 Million Lucky just goes above and beyond that of the original. As you know, that the original was a game player and a game changer when it came down to building that confidence and getting noticed. All right, it was really that sweet feel that projected. It was thick, it was vibrant, and it really got the people going. And this one, to my opinion, is a notch or two above. This one does some special things with the note of green plum and hazel within the scent, and it just smells amazing. Listen, I have a ton of fragrances within my collection compared to the average person, and this thing here gets a ton of wear for me, my son, and I wear this fragrance around the house and if I'm going out and about, and I have a ton of fragrances to choose from. For sure, this is one that I go back to over and over again, and this is also one that you guys have hit me up with talking about the amount of compliments that you receive with this thing. And hey, if you're searching around on YouTube, the ladies have a lot of good things to say about this one as well. I'll stop there. Build your confidence with 1 Million Lucky. And the final fragrance that I want to talk about today in terms of building your confidence comes from the house of Armani, and this one is Armani's Acqua di Gio Profumo. This one is a flanker to one of the best-selling fragrances of all times, and this fragrance really does fall into that woody aromatic feel, but this one definitely is riddled with a lot of marine notes and has that salty aquatic vibe to it. This scent does a lot of things well. Specifically, this is a fragrance that boosts your confidence both on a casual day as well as the boardroom. Now, the perfumer's notes for this fragrance says it has volcanic intensity. So you're erupting and exploding with that confidence that you are exuding when you wear this fragrance here. If you have ever seen anything on this fragrance, then you know that pretty much the general consensus is this fragrance is a go. This fragrance you spray on, you really can't go wrong with it. People are going to enjoy the way you smell in the air and when they're standing next to you as they begin to get those wafts off of the skin. Fantastic fragrance and really a true definition of what a men's fragrance should be, that is versatile and extremely long lasting. All right, and we all want to be longer lasting. That's a compliment booster as well. Listen, that's all I have for you guys and girls out there today. Be sure to holler at my people over at keeps.com. Shout out to them again for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to click that link down below or simply go to keeps.com/BBB for a special offer on your treatments. That's all I have for you guys and girls out there today. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again, helping men boost their confidence via compliments using the wonderful world of fragrance and hair growth. With that, tell a friend that we are back again. Now hit the goddamn bell.